Keeping that steady breath throughout your whole practice this evening. We'll start with Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, reach the hands above the head, looking up at the hands. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands come to the mat or the shins, lengthen through the spine. And then exhale, hands to mat, step or jump back, high plank. Exhale, slowly lower down, chaturanga, bending the elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog, press up. And exhale, down dog, press back. 5 breaths here, downward facing dog. Spreading the fingers wide on the mat. One more breath. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or jump. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach up and look up, bringing the hands above the head. And exhale, hands by your side. We'll keep going there. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. Maybe alternating a bend in the knees. Keeping your drishti point between your thighs or looking for the belly button. Four. 5, top of the mat, bend the knees, step or jump. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up and look up. Exhale, hands by your side. Keep going here. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, press up. Exhale, down dog, press back. Four. 5, bending the knees, looking forward, step or jump. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up and look up. Exhale, hands by your side. We'll do one more, Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, down dog, Adho Mukha. 5 breaths here. Four. 5, bend the knees, step or jump. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up and look up. Exhale, hands by your side. Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, chair pose, sit low, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right foot forward. Inhale, warrior one. Reaching up, looking up. Exhale, hands to mat. Step back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, warrior one. Exhale, hands to mat. Step back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, press back, down dog. 5 breaths here, staying in your down dog. Or you can drop down to your forearms, taking your dolphin pose, holding here in dolphin. If you're in dolphin, press back, down dog. Bend those knees, looking forward, step or jump. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, sit low. Exhale, standing tall, Samasthiti. Keep going. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, warrior one. Exhale, hands to mat. Step back, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale, press back. Left foot forward, warrior one. Exhale, hands to mat. Step back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Three, 4, 5. Bend the knees, looking forward, step or jump. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, sit low, Utkatasana. Exhale, standing tall. One more, maybe add anything in here. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, warrior one. Exhale, hands to mat. Step back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, warrior one. Exhale, hands to mat. Step back, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale, press back. Three, 4, 5. Bending the knees, step or jump. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, holding here, sitting low. Looking up at those hands. Maybe pressing those palms together. Exhale, Ardha Utkatasana. Interlace the fingers and halfway bend, pressing the palms forward, hovering the chest over the thighs. Lining up the triceps next to the ears. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, Bakasana, crow pose. Plant those hands, bringing the knees to the outsides of the triceps. Lifting up, holding here. A few breaths holding. And then jump back, vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Nice, David. And then inhale, right foot forward, warrior one. Holding here, sitting low. Holding Virabhadrasana A, looking up at those hands. Exhale, warrior two, open it up. Bending in the right knee, making sure that knee stays over the heel. Looking fiercely out over the front fingers. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Walk the back foot in and exhale, reach down. Utthita Trikonasana, triangle pose. Leaning back here. Looking up at that top hand. Exhale, revolve the triangle, Parivrtta Trikonasana. Maybe widen the stance here, straightening both legs. Your left hand is on the ground, right hand is reaching up as you're twisting. Maybe it's on the inside of the foot or the outside. Taking the twist. Looking up at that top hand. Exhale, Parsvakonasana, side angle pose. Step that foot back, bending the right knee, reaching out with that arm. You can stay here with the arm or reaching straight. You could also take a bind here, maybe a half bind, maybe a full bind. Inhale, rise up halfway. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Inhale, heel puff out the chest. And exhale, fold forward, humble warrior. Dropping the chest. Inhale, rise it up, warrior one. And exhale, twist to the right, revolve triangle, Parivrtta Trikonasana. Keeping hands at heart center as you twist. Looking over the right shoulder. You can drop that knee to twist. Exhale, hands to mat. Step back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Dropping down to your forearms here. Coming into either your forearm stand, Pincha Mayurasana, or you can take a forearm plank here. Coming down to your forearms, keeping the shoulders over the elbows, pressing through the upper back, doming the upper back as you hold the forearm plank. Maybe taking your few kicks, going up into that forearm stand. Few options here. If you're going up into your forearm stand, I like to look between the wrists there, between the forearms as a steady dristy point. And vinyasa, meeting back in downward facing dog. Inhale together here. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, left foot forward, warrior one, holding here. Virabhadrasana A. Sitting low, looking up at those hands. Exhale, warrior two, open it up, looking out over the front fingers. Checking out that back hand, making sure it's not coming forward here. Still sitting low. Inhale, straighten the left leg, walk the back foot in, and exhale, reach down, triangle pose, Utthita Trikonasana. Looking up at that top hand, revolving the chest up towards the ceiling. Exhale, revolve that triangle, Parivrtta Trikonasana. Widen the stance here, maybe straightening both legs. Squaring the hips to the front of the mat. Your right hand is down, the left hand is up. Twisting the upper back. Looking up at the left hand if it doesn't bother the neck. Exhale, Parsvakonasana, side angle pose. Lengthen the stance here, bending that left knee, externally rotating the left thigh here as you bend. Maybe that forearm comes to the thigh, maybe the hand comes to the ground, reaching that right arm nice and long. You can also take a bind here as you reach that right arm. Inhale, rise it up halfway. Interlace those fingers behind the back. Inhale here, puff out the chest. And exhale, fold forward, humble warrior. Bending that left knee deeply. Shaking the head yes, shaking the head no. Letting something go here. Inhale, power it up, warrior one. Reaching up. And exhale, twist to the left, revolve side angle, Parvrita Parsvakonasana. As you take that twist, maybe keeping the hands at heart center, maybe dropping a hand and reaching with the left. Take a bind. Each inhale lengthens and exhales, twist a little deeper. One more breath. And exhale, hands to mat, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Dropping down to your forearms, your second rounds of either forearm stand, take that forearm plank, maybe take a dolphin pose, which is like your forearm plank, setting up, and then walking those feet as close to the elbows. Maybe coming up to the tippy toes, holding here. Playing around. And vinyasa. Meeting in downward facing dog. Exhale, walk the hands back to the feet. Grab the big toes. Inhale, lengthen here. Exhale, fold forward, Padangusthasana. Elbows go out wide as you pull with the biceps. Relaxing the neck. Bringing the chest a little closer to the thighs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Padahastasana. Slide the palms of the hands underneath the feet and fold forward here, leaning the weight into the wrist. Your heels may lift here. Maybe lift one heel, maybe lift both. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to waist. Inhale, rise up. Hands reach up. Lift those heels. And balancing on your tippy toes, drop the head back and walk to the top of the mat. And once you're at the top, hands down, heels down, I'll step out with your right foot for Prasarita Padottanasana A. So you're in a wide stance, toes are slightly in. Inhale, reach the hands above the head. Exhale, hands come to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, reach the head to the mat. Staying here folded. Also options here to take it up, tripod headstand, handstand, whatever you like. If you're up, take it back down. Everybody inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to waist. Inhale, rise up, reach the hands above the head. Exhale, Prasarita B, reverse prayer behind the back, or grab those opposite elbows. Inhale, lengthen here through the chest, and exhale, fold forward. Drop the head, chin to chest. Leaning the weight into the balls of the feet. Inhale, rise up, reach the hands above the head. Exhale, Prasarita C, interlace the fingers behind the back. Inhale here, and exhale, fold forward. Dropping the head, reaching the fist towards the ground. Inhale, rise up, reach the hands above the head. Exhale, Prasarita D, grab the big toes. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Elbows go out wide, reaching the top of the head towards the ground. Lengthening through the side waist here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forearms to mat, Soma Konasana. So widen the stance here, walking those feet out further. And you can stay up on the hands here, or you can drop down to the forearms, or you can drop down to the knees and take a frog pose here. And then inhale, slowly coming out of it. And then facing the back of your mat, we're going to take a split or a half split. So pressing through the ball of the foot, taking your split at the back of the mat. And then inhale, come back through center. And we're going to go over to the top of the mat, taking our split there, taking your full split or the half split. Pretending like you're pressing into a wall here. So flexing that foot. And inhale, come back to center. And if you want to work a transition here, walk those hands back behind you, fingertips facing away. Bring your heels slightly forward. As they come forward, your heels lift, and then your butt just comes to the ground eventually. Once you're here, Uttanasana Konasana A, keeping both feet flexed. Exhale, fold forward. You can grab your heels. If you can't quite grab them, you can bring the feet closer. It's a little easier to grab the heels that way. And draw your shoulders back as you lean forward, trying to tilt from the pelvis. Inhale, rise it up. Reach the right arm up in the air. And exhale, reach for that left foot, taking your side stretch here. Twisting open. Oh. And then inhale, rise up and switch sides. Taking your side stretch on the other side. And inhale, rise up. Going into our Mula Bandha checkups. So we'll start by framing the back thigh. So the leg closest to the back of the mat. I'm reversed here for the other side of you guys. So you'll be framing the right thigh. So keeping the feet flexed, and really just the goal is to lift anything here. So as you place the hands around that left thigh, you bend the elbows, bringing the chest closer to the thigh, and then inhale, try to straighten your arms, lifting your butt. Maybe just lift your butt, maybe lift the feet, maybe hold here a few breaths, and then set it down. I go a little cramping. It's okay. That happens. And then we're going to come to the top of the mat. And if you want to take the transition back here, vinyasa, there's a few little steps you can do to get used to that motion. So as soon as you fold forward here, even if you just lift the butt, you can hike this thigh above the elbow so you can bring the other leg through and come to the arm bounce. So you have to get the thigh high enough, like right above that elbow, to make the clearance. And it's like a little lever system because it needs to be bent and then it needs to fully straighten to let that other leg come through. Give it a try if you like. Otherwise, meet in downward facing dog, just lift something, take a vinyasa, give it a try. Nice. Once you're in downward facing dog, look to the top of the mat, bend the knees, step or jump. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reverse prayer or opposite elbows behind the back. Step the right foot back, pivot and fold. Pyramid pose, Parsvottanasana. Inhale, rise it up. Pivot to the front of the mat and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise it up. And taking our standing balancing pose, Utthita Hasta. So left hand grabs the left waist, finding balance in that left foot, spreading the toes wide. Inhale, lift the right leg, either holding onto the knee or grabbing the big toe, and then extending the leg out long. Finding your balance here. B, foot goes to the right, look to the left. C, come back to center. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up, hands to waist, fly that leg, holding here for 5, 4, 3, can you lift a little higher? 2, 1, set it down. Ooh, that was a fast set it down. So on the right leg, either taking your half lotus or figure 4. So bringing that heel into your hip crease if you're taking that half lotus, being gentle with your knee. Maybe taking it forward here. As you come forward, you can bring the hands to the mat to find your balance, or remove them from the mat to test your balance. And inhale, slowly rising it up, letting it go, shaking it out. And we'll do the other side of Utthita Hasta. Right hand to the right waist, finding balance in the right foot, spreading those toes, and lift that left leg. Either holding onto the knee or grabbing the big toe and extending the leg out long. B, foot goes to the left, look to the right. C, come back to center. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up, hands to waist, fly that leg. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Either taking a half lotus or figure 4 on your left leg. Bringing that heel to your hip crease. Inhale, slowly rise it up, setting it down, shaking it out. We'll come to the top of the mat and take a vinyasa here. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, press back, down dog. Fire jumps to handstand. So placing those hands on the ground, looking between the thumbs as you jump. Maybe try and get out in the open, maybe using a wall. You all know where you're going here, taking those jumps. Trying a few more. Nice, Angelica. Yes, David. So strong. Straighten those arms. And vinyasa. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, jump through to a seat. Taking your Ardha Padma Paschimottanasana. Oh, actually, first, we'll sit up tall. You can let her in, Mom. So sitting up tall here, taking our Dandasana. So sitting tall, flexing the feet. And exhale, fold forward, Paschimottanasana, grabbing the big toes and bringing the chest to the thighs. Rounding the neck. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold a little bit deeper, maybe grabbing the sides of your feet or your left wrist. Inhale, rise it up. Taking the reverse plank, Purvottanasana. Your legs can be bent or straight here. Fingertips facing towards you, internally rotating the shoulders. Inhale, lift up the hips, setting the head back. Lifting the chest. Exhale, set it down. Inhale, Navasana, 3 breaths. Lift those legs. Legs can be straight or knees can be bent. Holding here for 3, 2, 1. Cross the ankles, plant the hands, step or jump, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Jump through to a seat. Now we're going to take the half lotus. So taking the half lotus on the right leg, bringing that heel into your hip crease. You can also take a figure 4 here if your half lotus is feeling a little murky or whatever this evening. And as you fold forward here, bringing your chest towards that left foot. You can also reach back for the toes. And inhale, rise it up. Taking a Triamukha, Paschimottanasana. So you're just gonna swivel this right leg around so it's reversed, internally rotating the right leg, pressing the thighs together, and exhale, fold forward here. If it's uncomfortable to sit like this, you can always sit something under your left butt cheek to kind of even out your hips. A pillow, a block, a book. Inhale, rise it up. Taking one-legged crow if you like on the way back, Ekapadabhakasana. Plant those hands, bringing the left knee to the left elbow, leaning forward, lifting that right leg, maybe holding here, and jumping back when you're ready. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Jump through to a seat. Other side. Left foot is in half lotus, reaching around for those toes. And then exhale, folding forward. And watch as you fold forward here, making sure you're pressing through the right foot evenly. So you want to be pressing through the outer foot and the inner foot equally, like you're pressing it into a block or something. You don't want to favor inside of the leg versus the outside, right? Both we want to be strong, equal and balanced. Inhale, rise it up. Swing the left leg behind you around for Trianguka, reversing that left thigh, pressing the top of the left foot into the mat, and then exhale, fold forward here to round the back. Maybe grab the sides of the foot. Inhale, rise it up. Taking your one-legged crow, Ekapada Bakasana on the way back. And you bring that right knee to the right elbow, right above the elbow, I like to say. Leaning forward, maybe kicking that heel into the butt. Yes, everyone's flying. Awesome. Jump back, vinyasa. We'll meet in downward facing dog. And then inhale, jump through to a seat. Janu Shirshasana A. Left leg is straight, right knee is bent, like you're in a seated tree. And then exhale, fold forward here, bringing the chest over the left thigh. You can grab the left foot with both hands. You can reach around for a wrist. You can grab even the calf. Inhale, rise it up. Taking our Navasana boat pose. Lift those legs. 5 breaths, holding here. Looking at the toes. 4 more breaths. 3, 2, 1. Cross the ankles, plant the hands, step or jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, jump through to a seat. Janu A, other side. Right leg is straight, left knee is bent. And exhale, fold. Maybe bringing the head to the knee. Inhale, rise it up. Taking your Navasana boat pose. Lift those legs. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Across the ankles, plant the hands, step or jump, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Opportunity to take it up to a handstand. 10 breaths here to play around. If you don't want to do your handstand, you can come into a high plank, holding here 10 breaths. Maybe a forearm plank. Doing what works for you. And vinyasa. Leading in down dog. Inhale, jump through to a seat. Marichyasana A. Left leg is straight, right knee is bent. Placing that right foot about 2 fist distance away from the left leg. And exhale, folding forward, maybe reaching around for a bind, or you can always reach for that left foot. If you want to take that bind, you can do so there. And make sure that's not a limp right foot. So you're actually pressing the right foot into the mat, pressure down, as if you were maybe doing a pistol squat and the left leg lifts. Inhale, rise it up. Twisting to the right, Marichiyasana C. Looking over the right shoulder. You can take a bind here if you like. Inhale, look forward. Let go of that bind. And we'll lift our legs coming into our Navasana pose, boat pose. Lift those arms too if you like, holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross the ankles, plant the hands, step or jump, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale, press back. Other side, jump through to a seat. Marichiyasana A. Right leg is straight, left knee is bent, really pressing that left foot into the ground and flexing the right foot at the same time. As you exhale, come forward, taking that bind. Inhale, rise it up. Marichiyasana C, twist to the left, looking over the left shoulder. Inhale, look forward, let go of that bind, and we'll take one last boat pose here, Navasana. So lift those legs, hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross the ankles, plant the hands, step or jump, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Taking it up one last time for handstand. Taking your handstand, taking a high plank. You can go up into that forearm stand, forearm plank. Lots of options here. Whatever you're doing, you're breathing through it, even in inversions. And vinyasa, meeting in downward facing dog. Inhale, jump through to a seat. Butterfly pose, Baddha Konasana. Bringing the soles of the feet together here. And you can bring your heels as close to your bottom as you like, maybe scooch them a little closer. And the first one, we're gonna go down, kind of tilting from the pelvis, folding forward here rather than rounding the spine. We'll do 2 variations. You can use the elbows to press down on the thighs if you'd like. Maybe grab the feet, open them like you're reading a book. Drawing your shoulders back. Inhale, rise up. Take Baddha Konasana B. You'll bring your feet a little bit further out in front of you. Chin to chest, roll down. Reaching the head towards the feet, rounding the spine. Really rounding the back here, rounding the pelvis. And inhale, slowly rise up. And grabbing your big toes, coming into Uttanasana Konasana V. So fly your legs out wide to a V. Sitting up tall, you can look up at the ceiling, at the sky, drawing the shoulders down. And inhale, look forward, let go of the feet, stay lifted here, holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, set it down. So if you like to do a little arm balance here, if you want to go into firefly pose, TT Basana, so doing it from standing or seated, I like to do it from standing, placing those hands about shoulders distance apart, walking the thighs on top of the arms here. So the thighs walk on top of the arms, and you can stay here, maybe lift the heels off the mat, and then maybe start to straighten the legs, point the toes if you want them to look pretty. I don't know if that really matters. And maybe take one foot back at a time, going into your Bakasana, and jump back. Yes, Nina, awesome. Taking a few breaths here to play around, give that a try. And then we'll meet in downward facing dog. It's coming in downward facing dog. And then we'll inhale, jump through and lie on the back. Legs are straight here. So coming all the way down to the back. The left hand on top of the left thigh. Press the lower back into the ground. And then inhale, lift the right leg, grabbing the big toe. And exhale, chin to shin. Using your core to lift you straight up here. Try not to crank the neck. So lifting up with the core. Pointing the toes. B, foot goes to the right, look to the left, bringing that left ear to the mat. C, come back to center. Grab the foot with both hands, give it a reach. And then exhale, slowly let that go. I'm gonna twist around and face you guys here. We'll work this right hip a little bit deeper here. So taking the right leg, so bend the left knee here. So bending the left knee, place that left foot to the ground, and then bend the right knee like you're taking a half happy baby, and press that right thigh into the ground. So keeping the right thigh flush to the ground, and maybe that's enough. Maybe that's like, whoo, that's intense on the hip. If you want it a little deeper, you can start to walk that right shoulder under the right thigh, but keeping that right leg pressed into the ground. Maybe start to walk the heel towards the forehead. Maybe then straighten the left leg. Whatever feels good here, holding here, 5 breaths. And you're just pressing that right thigh to the ground, stretching out that hip, taking your half happy baby maybe. And then exhale, let that go. Taking your full happy baby, rocking side to side. Release those hips. And then we'll switch sides. I'm gonna do another switcheroo. So straighten the right leg. Inhale, lift the left leg up, grabbing the big toe. And then exhale, chin to shin. Using your core here. B, a foot goes to the left, look to the right. C, come back to center. Grab the foot with both hands, give it a reach. And exhale, let it go. And taking our half happy baby here, so bending the left knee, and then bend the right knee and place that right foot to the ground. So keeping that right foot pressed to the ground, and then press the left thigh to the ground. And maybe this is where you stay, just pressing that left thigh to the ground. If you want to take it a little deeper, you can reach the heel towards the face, maybe walk the shoulder under the thigh, being conscious not to go too far. And taking it 5 more breaths. And then exhale, letting that go, taking a full happy baby here. Rocking side to side in the happy baby. And then bringing the knees both into the chest. Rocking forward and back here. Building up the momentum until you take a vinyasa. Plant the hands, jump back. Inhale, up dog, stay here, an extra breath. And press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, jump through, lie on your back. Coming to your back bends. We'll do 5 back bends tonight. You can start with a bridge. So we're gonna start with our bridge posture, placing those feet about hips distance apart, and really pressing the lower back into the ground, focusing on the leg strength here in the back bend. Inhale, lift it up, first back bend, bridge pose. Hands can stay flat on the ground. Exhale, set it down. We'll do 4 more back bends. Your choice, either a bridge or place those hands coming into your wheel. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, set it down. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, set it down. 2 more. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, set it down. 1 more, last one. Give it your all. Take a breath, inhale. Exhale, and inhale, take it up. Exhale, set it down to your back. Coming down to your back, rocking side to side, massaging the lower back. And then rocking forward and back until you rock up to a seated forward fold. Taking Paschimottanasana, legs are straight, and exhale, fold. Inhale, rise it up. Take a vinyasa, cross your legs, plant the hands, step or jump. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, press back, down dog. Inhale, jump through, and lie on your back. Coming to our closing sequence, Salamba Sarvangasana, shoulder stand. Just coming down to your back, lifting your legs, bringing the hands to the lower back. You can also do legs up the wall for your closing, if you'd rather do that. Exhale, halasana, toes overhead. As the tops of the toes touch the ground, you can interlace the fingers here. Karnapidasana, knees to ears, temples, or press the knees into the forehead. You can also bring the hands to the lower back. Hands to lower back. Inhale, take it back up. If you have lotus, you can take lotus here for Urdhva Padmasana. If not, butterfly in the air, Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of the feet together. Knees splayed out open. If you have the lotus, tug it into your chest, Pindasana. Otherwise, roll down to your back. Take Matsyasana. Legs are straight. Puffing up the chest so the top of the head touches the mat. Elbows pressing into the mat. Maybe closing your eyes here. They're staying here or taking the second fish, Uttanapadasana, hands and feet lift in the air, 45 degrees. And exhale, set it down. Bringing the knees into the chest. Few breaths here. And then vinyasa for your down headstand. If you'd rather not go into your headstand tonight, you can go right down into child's pose, wide-legged child's pose, knees are wide, walking out those arms. You're going up into your headstand. Maybe take it halfway. When you're ready, coming down to your child's pose. Taking a few breaths here in your child's pose. And then taking a vinyasa, up dog, down dog. And then jump through to a seat, coming to our yoga mudrasana position. Cross your legs or take a lotus here if that's comfortable for you. Maybe bringing one side into it first. Oh, mosquitoes. And if you have the full lotus, you can reach behind the back for those toes, or you can just grab opposite elbows here and then exhale, fold forward. And inhale, rise it up. Bringing the hands to the knees, Yoga Mudrasana. Straightening out the arms. Maybe closing the eyes here. Slightly tucking the chin. Letting the inhale make you a little bit taller in your seat. Feeling the lift of the chest from the inhale. And the exhale goes down. Focusing on the breath only here. And take one last lift up here. Upluttahi. Place those hands by your sides. And inhale, lift up, lifting the butt, lifting the feet, holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Vinyasa, take rest, Shavasana. Lie on the back, close the eyes, and let go of the Ujjayi breath. Becoming still on the mat, finding your rest. Inhale and exhale. Start to move the fingers and the toes, rolling the wrist. Sitting up tall. Taking a few breaths to yourself here in your seated position, maybe closing your eyes. And then bringing hands to heart center. Inhale together through the nose for 3, 2, 1. And open mouth, exhale, let it go for 3, 2, 1. One more deep inhale. Exhale, let it go. Bring the thumbs to the third eye. Namaste. Namaste, y'all. Have a great week. If I don't see you, if I do see you, I'm online.